Yo guys, what's going on? It's Speddey. In today's video, I'm going to go over some tips that I wish I knew before I started playing New World. I just want to quickly say a big thank you for 100 subscribers and for the support the channel is getting. My goal is 500 subscribers before Christmas, so if you want to help me smash that goal and subscribe to the channel, I would highly appreciate that. Okay, to start off with, whenever you are out questing or exploring the open world, always make sure you are doing something along the way, whether that be mining, chopping some trees, or harvesting some crops. It's just so you're leveling up some of your gathering skills passively while you are actively doing something else. And if you do this every time you leave a settlement, then you will see some solid gains in levels without even realizing you had leveled up that much. The more you do now, the less you have to do later. If you're out exploring an area or questing and are 1 kilometer or more away from a settlement, you should always remember to set up your camp and setting it as your respawn point. To set up a camp, you need 5 pieces of wood and 1 flint, which are easily gatherable. This is just so if you're doing a quest and spent 20 minutes getting there to then die, you don't have to spend another 20 minutes getting back. And even if you are low on health and have no food or potions, just set up your camp and rest to restore your health. A quick travel method you could take advantage of as well is spawn dying. If your return to inn is still on cooldown, what you can do is open up your settings, go to game menu in the far right corner and click to respawn. You will die on spot and have to select a respawn point, that being your closest settlement to you, the settlement with the inn you've signed in at, or a camp you have placed. But by doing this, your gear and equipment will take damage. But don't worry though, early game you will be changing your gear around a lot anyway. They could possibly take this out of the game at launch, but if they don't, then take full advantage of it. I have been over this one before, but it's just something you need to take advantage of, and it will help you locate pretty much anything on the map. NewWorldMap.com has a filter section where you can select, say, ore or hemp locations, and it will show you exactly where they are located. You can look for a hotspot of the biggest cluster and go to that area to level up more efficiently. And now onto the topic of questing. They will 100% be nerfing the town project board missions, so keep that in mind. Some of the side quests and faction quests can be pretty repetitive, but they are easy to complete. You find yourself having to go to one area to kill some mobs or to go insert some crates to then go back to your faction vendor to hand them in for the rewards. You're also going to want to be picking up every single quest available for you, from the faction vendor quests to the side quests and obviously the main story. Some of the quests you'll be given will even overlap with others, so you'll have to go to the same area for 2 different quests. Most side quests give alright experience, and it's just another good way of gaining XP while you're trying to level up for your main story quest. And now onto some gear tips for you. Faction gear is probably going to be the best gear you will obtain until the later game content. While completing your faction missions and leveling up within your set faction, the faction gear you can purchase at your current level has more than likely the best stats you can currently equip. They could nerf this at launch, but if they do, I don't see it being a drastic nerf. The gear should still be viable, as if they nerf it too much, there would be no incentive to leveling up within your faction other than for the titles and for the rankings you get. And while we're on the topic of gear, any gear or weapons you don't have use for, make sure you salvage them for their repair parts. There's no use selling them at the trading post because no one really buys low level gear anyway, so instead of dropping what you don't need, just salvage them. Stocking up on them repair parts early will help you out in the long run. And the last few tips are going to be based around combat. New World combat system is a little different to your standard MMO. To master this combat system, you need to effectively use your blocking and dodging. You need to avoid damage at all costs and counter attack once the enemy has lunged, slashed, or used their special attack. And by what I just said, I'm going to quickly go over dodging. When you perform a dodge, your character will perform either a standard dodge, a sidestep, or a roll depending on your character's weight class. And what I mean by this isn't how heavy your satchel is, it's from the armor type you are wearing. So if you have light armor equipped, you will perform a quick roll. With medium armor, you will perform a quick hop. And with heavy armor, you will do a slow sidestep. If you have mixed armor equipped, the game will do the maths for you and put you in the right weight category from what you are wearing. On top of this, each dodge will give you a small bonus. And with enemy attacks, just like you, they have their standard attacks and they also have their special attacks. If the enemy you are fighting has a glow around them, then they are performing their special attack, which will deal the highest amount of damage they can and even stagger or stun you in the process. So that's where you should be utilizing your dodges. So that will do it for this video. If I have missed any crucial tips that you think beginners should know, then leave them in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video and learned something new, then leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching and have an amazing day.